but that does not necessarily mean you can work with someone else with an attitude like that.
Well, I disagree because the only thing what I'm trying to say, if I'm strong and independent, has nothing to do with me. Like I don't need you. I got my own money. I'm talking about I can make my own decisions. I
Mm-hmm.
could have an opinion. I could actually make a joke. There was
Mm-hmm.
this one guy I met a long time ago. He goes, "Woman can't be funny." I was like, "Well, you haven't had to really had a drink with me." No, I'm just kidding. But
Yeah.
You know what? He
that's what I'm
gets
trying to
this.
say. Like you have to have your own
That's what that guy
personality.
gets.
What was that?
But like
Press it again. Come.
that's how I see it. Like it's not.
Well, I get what you're
It's just
saying,
not
but
like like oh well. I don't know.
No, finish. Hold on, Fran, finish what you were saying, and then we'll go to you, Maddie.
I was just saying, like, I'm not going to be in a relationship. I'm not going to say, this is my rules. I don't need you. If you leave tomorrow, I don't need you. I'm never going to be like that. Of course, I want to
Mm-hmm.
be babied. Of course, I like babied, but, like, I want to be loved and comfort.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying,
Mm.
like, if a situation would happen, and if I have to be strong for that situation, I will offer that. I'm not going
Yeah.
to be like the damsel in distress. Never.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got a
And
personality. I'm
and I would say
bubbly. That's how I
that's
see
more
it.
cooperative. Yeah, you're cooperative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Can I make a point to you, Clem, about the
Okay.
strong, independent women being
Okay.
single?
Okay.
I think it's honestly because most men are bitches. Like
Hey, we have softer men. Yeah.
most men are soft. Uh,
Yeah.
I think that Jordan Peterson, ex's Messiah, said it himself. He's like, I don't know how to handle a girl like that, but Alma Racinos knows how to handle a girl like that. So if any of you ladies are interested, my name. I just looked at my girl.
Man,
My girl
sleep
just
on the couch.
my girl just looked at me like so. But to my point, it's like I think that women are evolving, and we gotta evolve to compensate with them, which is ultimately a good thing. Like ultimately, I'm trying to reach up to you, and you're up there. Then we're both going up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's gonna be a bigger issue in the future. And what I don't want to promote is the fact that you got to be submissive and you got to be if that's not your style. If that's your style, by all means, go ahead. But if that isn't your style, then be you, and there'll be someone out there that will compensate with that.
Oh my god.
Nah, I feel you, Bronsberg.
All right, guys, calm down. Maddie, you had a point that you were gonna make before.
I was just gonna say that's just what I was saying earlier is, there can't be two leaders. Yeah, you can be strong and make your own decisions and all of that good stuff, but you have to understand, like, my decision isn't the end all be all. I have to be able to compromise with this person. And I get what you're saying. I mean, you're not saying that, like someone commented, like it's not exclusive. You can be all of those things. But I think just as a woman, and from my viewpoint, I feel like cooperation and understanding isn't weak and the bad connotation of submissive. I feel like
Yep.
it's in a way strong because you understand, like, okay, I'm able to commit to this person, and I'm able to not be argumentative, and I understand that if you want a relationship, you're going to have to someone's going to have to die to themselves in some form. There can't be two leaders. So in some situations, you are going to have to be like,
I'm sorry, I just read the comment.
you said blink twice. But yeah,
My girl fights. We spar every night.
but yeah, in some situations, I just feel like, I feel like being strong, it can only be one person at a time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you can't have two people that are strong-willed. I want to live here. I want to live there. No, it's my way or this way. That's kind of how I'm thinking of it. I'm like, okay, you may want to do this, you may want to do that, but someone has to submit.
I think you can both be strong, but I don't think that both can be strong and independent. You know what I mean? I think that and to your point, Maddie, I think that being understanding and cooperative is being strong. You know what I mean? Like, you can, it shows strength to kind of put your own pride aside and to go with what the next person is saying. Now that being said, I do think that women find independence in men more attractive than men find independence in women. And not to say
Agreed.
that independence in women is not attractive, because it is. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it all depends what kind of man you are. Because if you're like, for instance, if I'm a man that's making $300,000-400,000 a year, I really don't care at all if a woman is independent, because at that point you can just take care of a woman. And
It just depends on how the media presents it. I feel like obviously there's an attack on men, like Francesca was talking about, and that the same traits society shames in men are the same traits that are celebrated in women. It's like, why can't we all have these things, these good qualities, ambition, drive, all of this stuff, and be able to just accept each other as individuals and different in some sense. I feel like at the end of the day, it's all in how the media presents it. Like Francesca said earlier, with the slut walk or the vagina walk or whatever it is. Yeah, if men did that, it would be deemed as bad. But yeah, there's also, like more an attack on men, as in, like we talked about earlier, more men in prison, or more men seen as aggressive, or even just the term toxic masculinity. Men, undeniably, men can't do the same thing as women, vice versa. But I do feel like women are a little more liberated in a sense, because we don't get shamed as much for a lot of things. And if we do get shamed, then we have the whole feminist movement, like, how dare you? But men don't really have that crowd of men to say, like, how dare you shame us, So
Can
it's all
I
how the
can
media.
can I ask you a question, Madison?
Yeah,
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm a man.
I can't believe it. Toxic.
uh, when you say that women get celebrated for touting male masculine traits, do you say that as a bad thing? Is that a bad thing to you, do you believe?
I mean, I kind of understand both sides in a sense where I'm like, if you're a woman and you want to do what you want to do that. Personally, for me, I'm more traditional. I think, like how we talked about earlier, strong and independent women may be attractive, but does it sustain a relationship? That's kind of how my mind works. Like, women kind of operate differently, and I don't think that we should go too far left into certain traits that make us, um, you know, I don't really know how to word it, but I kind of think differently. But I'm not bashing any woman that wants to choose certain things for herself. I do
Mhm.
think that in some areas in society, it can be detrimental to women's relationship and marriage. And like the guy came on earlier and kind of talked about how, we don't have the selflessness in society. And I agree. We're so focused on this, oh my gosh, individualism, self help books, all of this stuff, to where we become so pulled away from actual relationship that we actually become narcissistic. And social media kind of feeds to that too, these instant relationships, instant gratification, not having to acknowledge people as individuals and humans behind a screen. We're taking away actual connection and actual relationship, and we're in a sense unlearning morality, unlearning relationship, becoming selfish instead of selfless. And yeah, a lot of traits that people do have are detrimental to relationships in society. But is that going to stop me from choosing my decision and being submissive and cooking in the kitchen and loving on my man? No, it's not going to stop me.